boss talked with him.
Well, usually when you call somebody a monkey, they're offended, I guess you might say. But for Micky Dolenz, it's like music to your ears, isn't it?
Yes, I suppose so.
For millions of other people.
Don't look a gift monkey in the mouth, as they say.
A gift monkey, indeed. This has been one heck of a year, 1986 for you. It's 1987 now. It looks like it's not slowing down at all. What created this big comeback? What started monkey mania, I guess you call it?
Your guess is as good as mine. I suppose it's a combination of a lot of things. I think the natural cyclic nature of the business, things tend to come around, and music's also taken a turn back to pop melodies and tunes and group sounds. And the show, of course, I think stands up, and the MTV run of the series, and now Nickelodeon, I think, helps a lot.
So how do you guys feel putting together a whole new group, and they're going to call them the Monkees?
Yeah. It's like somebody saying, putting pointed ears on some guy and calling him Dr. Spock. You can't do that.
You can't beat the originals, huh?
Well, you just can't fool the public, I don't think, like that.
You hear all these stories about the tryouts, 400, 500 people. What do you remember most about those times?
I'd gone on a number of interviews that week for other musical shows they were trying to get off. One was going to be like the Beach Boys, one was going to be like Peter, Paul, and Mary. And I remember thinking, though, even at the first interview, this is a good one. This is going to be cool. This is something I'd like to do. But after that, I mean, you just take your chances, you know.
Well, you had a lot of experience already with television, the Circus Boy, and a lot of other shows. Did you think that gave you an advantage?
I think so, probably. Not that they would have hired all 4 kids that had been professionals and actors. They definitely wanted a new look. I think that if I'd have done something very recently, they wouldn't have hired me, no. But Circus Boy had been 10 years before when I was a child. So I think they appreciated the professional aspect, but it wasn't as tainted or corrupted enough to make me like a professional at that time, which they didn't want. They definitely wanted personalities. They wanted people that just worked, you know, the chemistry of it.
The Monkees was such a great success, but didn't it typecast you in some way? Do you think it held you back for other opportunities?
Any great success inhibits your movements and it restricts your movements. But anybody that would, turn down a great success just so that their movements weren't inhibited would be a fool. It's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. But yes, it did restrict my movements after. You get typecast. You can't help that. It's part of the price you pay for the fame.
How about this comeback? Do you think that's going to have some negative influence on the future?
For me? Not so much now, because I'm in a different business, really. I'm a producer-director. And so it doesn't quite relate. If I was going to go try and be a serious actor, yes, it might. People go, Mickey playing Hamlet? Wait a minute. But I'm not interested really in the performing in so much now as I am the producing and directing. And in that area, it's been a tremendous help, always, and will continue to be so. And one of the reasons I've moved out, this guy's panicking over here. One of the reasons that I've come back and I'm living in L.A. now for about 6 months to a year is to develop a feature. I sold a feature to Warner Brothers starring Michael Winslow called Repossessed. It's one of the reasons I'm in L.A. One of the reasons I'm here is to promote things like that in my career as a director.
How does your family feel about this, the revival of the Monkees? I mean, you've got children now and
lots,
family.
Yeah. They all quite enjoy it, I think. They think it's pretty crazy. The little kids don't really understand exactly what's going on. They're a bit young. My oldest daughter, who's 18, though, she does. She appreciates it, and she's doing quite well in her own bat. Her name is Amy, and she's won Star Search, and she did Growing Pains and Family Ties and all these shows, and doing real well.
So now it's time to send you back into the flood of people down there ready to get that Micky Dolenz Monkees autograph.
That's right, and see the Monkey Mobile, which is how I ended up being here. Is I'm into cars, and I'm one of my only vices.
It's not a bad vice to have at all. Well, we want to welcome you to the capital of rock and roll. We have the Hall of Fame here, and hopefully we're going to save a nice little spot over there for Micky Dolenz and all the characters they call the Monkees. Cool. Thank you very much for joining us, and this is what
New Mike Hammer.
Thanks.